Hey, hope you guys are doing well. It's Dr. Matt Bradbury here. I wanted to give you some tips today. We had some challenges. Some people were asking me about problems with knees and just building a stronger knee overall. So one of the neat things I like to share is that, whatever you repeatedly practice, essentially you get better at, right? So if I can give you some strategies today to actually strengthen your knee, it'll make it that much healthier in the long run. So if you can really build up a little routine, whether you do it daily, whatever you do, these are some strategies to help keep your knee healthy. And I had made a post earlier today about ACL, meniscus, all those interesting structures that can become damaged. Now, the neat part is, a lot of the time, the laxity in the ligaments, or if it's a damaged ACL, if you train yourself well enough and create enough of a strength base around that knee, you can actually pick up the slack for those ligaments. So I want to show you today some of the things you can do on your own. And I actually have Joel helping me today. Joel's going to just assist me to do some demo with me and help you see some of the things better so that I can chat while he demos, right? First of all, I don't want you to forget that as soon as you become injured, or as soon as you change your environment, a lot of the time your perception goes down, so your awareness in your body goes down, right? And something we want to improve upon is that awareness, right? And a lot of it starts, you remember what controls your whole body. It's going to be your brain, which is going to be up here in your skull, and this is a model of your spine, sending messages all the way down your spine and going out through the nerves and traveling down to your hips, also your knee, so controlling how you move, but also those nerves are going to go to your organs, right? And one of the things, especially as a neurostructural chiropractor, that I want to know about is if you're shifted and stuck. Now, this is going to be a component, something we focus on in the office. What I want to give you today is some strategies at home that you can use to help build yourself a better routine, to strengthen that knee so that you have something to rely on yourself. So, with that being said, think about your knee. If this is your leg, top of your leg bone, so your femur, I'll show you up here. So this is this part, and then your knee below, right? So your femur, your leg. If you got some laxity in there, you're not moving that well. I've chatted with many athletes in the past, and a lot of them, do the work, but they don't often develop a consistent enough habit of putting in the time and effort to do the work. So if you can start here, this would be a good place to start. And for the average person who's not an athlete, who's an athlete of life, like I say, this would be a really good strategy. Now, the first thing would be to build a routine so that you move at home, right? And what I want to show you now is I'm going to get Joel here just to demo. Remember the hip extension we did? So you're laying on your back, lift your buttocks in the air. I want to show you this one. So Joel, get you to lay on this bench here, and then I'm just going to show our viewers. So put your head here and your feet down here. And you can imagine your hands at your sides for this one. Now, Joel's going to actually relax back. If Joel wants to wave with the camera there. Say hi to everybody. Thanks for being our demo today. So Joel's actually going to lift his hips up. So you want to lift up, squeeze your glutes, and back down, and right up. You'll give it the pause, feel the tension in the hamstring and the glutes, and back down. And remember, a lot of these muscles come through, and some of them attach through here. So instead of relying all on the passive structures, i.e. the ligaments, and letting this slide forward, you're starting to build up some strength in the hamstrings and coordinate your glutes and your hamstrings that much better so you can move well when it comes time, whether you're going to play squash, racquetball, soccer, baseball, and build some stability. Joel, I'm going to get you to show the more advanced version now. And what I want you to try is just bring your one leg straight up. So you may start on the non-problematic side to start this one, just to get a feel for it. And you'll see here, so if his left knee was bothering him, maybe bring it up like this, his left knee. And now start on the right side. So the right side's active. Good, focus on your breathing. Lift your hips in the air. And right back down, right up. Beautiful, relax there. With that one, I would put that into, you notice most of this stuff is things you can do at home daily without any weights. So what I would try is hang out there, 5 to 10 reps per side. As you start to get better at it, 10 to 15. And make that a part of your nightly routine, because a lot of the time we're just sitting during the day. We're not very active. We live mostly sedentary lifestyles. So if you can add those in, you'd be a heck of a lot better off. So start with version 1 and then move to version 2. The other thing I want to show you, I'm going to get Joel just to hold the camera on me. And Joel, I'll get you to stand up and just come over here. So you look into the room like this. And the other thing I want you to see is what a lot of the times I'll do is I'll do things in bare feet just so you have good feedback from the ground, right? And with this one, this is a little more advanced as you start to build up your tolerance, is just come over, and what I'll do is start on the knee that's really solid, right? So the knee that you think is stronger. So if my left knee is really good, what I'll do is I'll dig my feet into the ground. That's a little tip. Make sure your big toe is anchored. And then I'll come over like this. And I'll use my buttocks and my hamstrings here, squeeze them to come back up. I'll kick right back with the leg that's coming up. And I'll come right up. With that one, make sure you don't let your pelvis tilt from side to side, and make sure you stay nice and controlled. So I would put that together as it starts to get easier. If you're going to the gym, I mean, you can hold one dumbbell, you can hold a dumbbell on each hand, or you can hold a barbell. Right? Start out very light and progress it. But basically what I share with you today is the ways you can actually strengthen that whole joint around here. So you're less likely to break down if you're playing sports, and you're that much better off. If you've already injured yourself, this is going to be something that you can do on your own to build up your capacity, again, to really help. The other thing I'll share with you before we finish up today is if you're having a challenge, what I recommend is grab a lacrosse ball. This is a little bit different. You can buy this online, but grab a lacrosse ball. It's a little bit smaller, and you can loosen up that hamstring. So I'm going to show you in some future posts as well. But think about working on the top end, where the muscles insert into your buttocks, and on the more distal end, the further end away from your body at the knee. So right where the tendon comes in to meet the bone. So I'll show you the top end first, which is something new, maybe new to you, is grab your lacrosse ball or your foam roller, ideally a lacrosse ball, and just sit on it. So right where your butt bones are, and you'll see with your spine and nerve system, your sit bones, your butt bones are right here, the bottom of your pelvis, right? And you're sitting on them just like this right now, and all those insertions, your origins rather, are through here, and then shoot down to the top of your hamstring. So from here, you may find some trigger points. Breathe, hang out there, and if you want to take it one step further, you can always either extend your knee or lean over a little bit, and you'll find you go through a range of motion. So sit tall, and like right there, I find I got a bit of a trigger point, so I'll breathe into it, hang out there. And I'll go through a range of motion, sit tall, and just breathe. When it gets easier, you've done your job. You'll notice I mentioned the pelvis through here. One factor, that's going to be the part you can do on your own, but one piece of the puzzle that's always included is going to be sacrum, your pelvis all together, and the way your lumbar spine moves, starting with your nerve system at the very top. So if you're shifted, it's one thing you definitely want to know about, and always going to be a piece of the puzzle and how you move, how you heal, and how you function. So keep that in mind, give those few things a try, and let me know how you make out. But you guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon.